So we're here today with Claudio Espinal of Nanit. Claudio has licensed CloudExtend Excel Data Management for NetSuite for his team. Claudio, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and about Nanit?
I'm the controller for Nanit, a smart baby monitor company, and soon to be much more, where we help parents through the journey of parenting from a newborn to the age of 2. We have a lot of other accessories that we sell along with that camera to help with breathing monitoring, growth monitoring, and a bunch of other useful items for parents to kind of ease their levels of anxiety of being a new parent. Here at Nanit, I manage a team of 3 accountants, and we went live with NetSuite about a year ago.
What prompted you to start looking for an integration with Excel and NetSuite?
It's one of the most important things for me as a controller of an accounting department. It's making sure that we are not wasting our valuable time on manual data entry and getting that process as efficient as possible so that we can focus our valuable hours on more business strategy focused items.
What was the single most useful feature that you found after implementing CloudExtend Excel?
The most important feature that we saw that would help us was just the real-time feedback that CloudExtend's templates give you when getting information into NetSuite. Whereas through typical means of a CSV upload, you have to upload the CSV, wait for NetSuite to process it, then spit out a bunch of errors, then trying to figure out why those errors happen are never a quick task. So you got to figure out if it's a formatting issue with your template, if it's just something that is out of character limits or something along those lines. Whereas CloudExtend, the second you input that information into the cell in Excel, it gives you real-time feedback of whether it's going to be accepted or not. And that's something that when you're booking 50 to 100 journal entries a month, some of them 100 lines long, that is a huge time saver for us during the month-end close, and definitely improved our overall close timeline by, I can't say exactly how many days, but definitely more than 1 or 2 days, just based on the amount of journal entries we do on a monthly basis.
And how long have you been using the CloudExtend Excel Data Management for NetSuite?
We went live August of 2020. I think we went live with CloudExtend a month later, so September, that would be about a year now, yeah.
And before you went live with CloudExtend, how did you manage your, creating your journal entries?
That was all through the UI or CSVs, and it didn't take too much time for us to make the switch. So I don't even have too much experience with the UIs and CSVs, just because it was so long ago since the last time I even uploaded something via CSV. But I just remember it being extremely tedious and time consuming to fix any errors, especially when we're brand new on NetSuite and we don't know what most of these error messages mean.
Other than accounting and finance, are there other departments in your company that could also benefit from CloudExtend?
We are growing extremely rapidly, and we have now over 1 million hours of sleep data from all of our cameras out in the market. From an inventory perspective, we've had a lot of supply chain issues this year, a lot of delays in getting goods into our warehouse. So we might get, 10 shipments at once, whereas before we get 1 a week, 2 a week. And because they're all backed up at the ports right now, they're kind of releasing them all at once. And that is somewhat of a tedious process for our operations director to load all of that new inventory into NetSuite. She's one of the people who I am trying to get transitioned over to CloudExtend. I've tried to even expand our relationship with CloudExtend to other departments in our team, and they're slowly but surely looking to adopt the CloudExtend platform as well for themselves. So other teams in my company, like operations and customer support, that also have to do things like item receipts and other things in NetSuite outside of journal entries.
And with regards to NetSuite itself, and then in combination with CloudExtend and the other Celigo apps, actually, would you say that you get a competitive advantage by using the integrations along with NetSuite?
Yeah, everything that Celigo has done for us, from integrations or even other streamlining apps that they have. We've even looked into some other ones as well. Everything that we've adopted from Celigo has really helped not only my team, but the entire organization gain probably a competitive advantage against some of our other competitors.
If you could estimate how many hours per month each user is saving using CloudExtend versus the UI or CSV uploads, what would it be?
Yeah, I would say probably somewhere around 20 to 30 hours. And that was my that's my estimate from when we first went live. Now that the business is so much more complex and we have so many more entries, it could even be more than that. But I would say 20 to 30 is a pretty fair estimate as to how much that's saving our entire team. Not just myself, but the entire accounting team during the month-end close.